Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with
Michael Anthony Fitness
reactions on all social media platforms. Don't forget that. And we're down in the country here. We got a gutter that's clogged up, and it's about 35 degrees. Unfortunately, it's overflowing onto an AC unit. It's supposed to get up to 50 today. Hopefully, that'll thaw it out enough that we can get it cleared out. So it'll drain like it's supposed to, and I won't have to worry about a AC unit outside freezing up. And got to change a faucet and things. So we're going to do our work, and we're going to get up the road. Interesting thing, Mike Fisher was talking about Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith basically saying that the problem with their defense was, one, scheme, okay, that people were lost, and we weren't playing as a team. Thoughts on that, Mike?
What does he know about playing as a team?
Well,
he was one of the most penalized players for his position.
that had nothing to do with scheme. You bring up a great point. The penalties, 10 flags.
And he would just touch somebody and they would consider that a tackle. You just tap somebody on the arm, that's a tackle.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see more aggression myself on the tackling, okay? Because a lot of times it looked like he was going for a ride. But, you know, I was briefly talking with Mike and my wife, who we've already dropped her off, coming down the road. The biggest problem for the Dallas Cowboy players, I think, is because of the success in the past of the Dallas Cowboys. Because they are the Dallas Cowboys and they've got that star on their helmet. What you shaking your head about?
I mean, Kansas City, a lot of their players aren't even homegrown.
Well, but you know, Kansas City, they got to earn it.
Yeah, but
Okay, you know, now they're getting recognition and stuff because they've gone out and started winning.
The best tight end in the NFL was even homegrown from Kansas City. Well, I think he was with the 49ers before.
I agree with you. But you right now, here's what you see now. You see now a lot of Kansas City merchandise, right? You're seeing more of it. Not a whole lot. I mean, not like
they are
like
in they are in the Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, right. But now they've earned that following. Cowboys, we ain't been in the Super Bowl in 25 years. And it doesn't matter where you go, you see Dallas Cowboys.
At the moment, we're the number one franchise in the world.
Exactly. But the reality is
the
they're not doing anything anymore to earn it. Let's be clear here. We got 3 playoff wins in 25 years. We beat the we beat the Eagles. We beat the Eagles, we beat the Lions, and we beat the Seattle Seahawks. That's it. That's the list. And we're one of the few teams that has not been to a Super Bowl in the last 25 years. You know, you can equate us with the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions with that. But yet, when you go to Dallas and become a Dallas Cowboy player, you know, everybody's got a show. You're a Cowboy. And I think that mentality filters down to the players that think, oh, we're the Cowboys. We just got to show up and, you know, they're going to be praised. I mean, like I said, everybody's got a show. And so you have to understand that people like Kansas City who've been putting in the work, here it is, they're going to their second straight Super Bowl. You understand people wanting to buy their merchandise.
And guys, we gave up on.
Guys, we gave up on.
Or they get a chance like the Badger.
But and what I look at from that is they leave the Dallas Cowboys and they get hungry.
Yeah,
now all of a sudden, you know what? We don't have a show. We don't have reporters always with a microphone in our face. And when you come to the Dallas Cowboys, it's about you building a brand. Sometimes I'm not trying to trash Jalen Smith because Jalen Smith has done a lot of good things in the community and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it seems like Jalen Smith is more about his brand of the swipe than it is anything else. I think about guys like Jay Ratcliffe, who had his that he started this t-shirt business and everything else, and it was about, let me make this play so I can do my genuflecting. you know? And we've gotten away from guys that are strictly about just worrying about what's going on in the field. I can't say that I blame them, because the reality is you only have X amount of time to play football. You only have so many years, and you've got to make your mark as quick as you can. But I'll say something about Dak, who he said a couple of years ago, and I know you haters are going to go, here we go. We knew you had to put Dak in here. But see, here's the thing. You get those endorsements not just because you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys or because you're a Cowboy. Well, you do get some of them. But you don't keep them if you're not performing. Dak knows, if I want to keep getting $50 million a year in endorsements, I've got to be on the field playing well. You don't see Carson Wentz right now getting all those endorsements, right? You know, he's got a ring,
one.
right?
I think he has maybe one.
Does he?
I think he has one.
What's he selling?
This was some shoes or
potted meat. I bet he's selling potted meat. He's worth about a potted meat sandwich is about it. But in order to keep those things going, you got to be performing. And that's where Dak is realizing, hey, I may be here now, but you lose that fame real quick. Ask some of the former Cowboys that are no longer in the league how much they still get those endorsements that aren't Emmitt Smith. What I'm hoping, more than anything else, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to affect change. You know? And as long as you're doing close, and that's where the Cowboys usually are every year, we close. So we ain't got to change a whole lot of stuff. But when you hit rock bottom, you can ask anybody who's an alcoholic or a drug addict and things like that, you can want them to change. But until they realize, this is rock bottom, I ain't got nowhere to go, until they want to make change, they ain't going to make change. So all we can hope for is that Jalen Smith and crew, they look at that performance that they had last year of 28th or 29th of the NFL, and that they want to change. One other point right there I want to make about Jalen Smith, what he was talking about. You know, he talks about how the team gelled, the defense gelled at the end of the season. I'm not so sure that the defense gelled as much as it also was the competition they were playing. Because it was a little different when you were playing Seattle and the Browns and teams like that, that were playoff to Seattle, the Rams. I think it was a little bit different than when you were playing Cincinnati, who was on to their backup quarterback. I just believe that some of it was the competition that you were facing. So I wouldn't get too stuck on this whole idea and concept that, you know, we were peaking, you know, we were doing great things. You were playing against ass teams, okay? That's going to be my point of it. Wouldn't you agree on that? All right, time to get to work. Get this stuff done so we can get on back up the road. I'm Mark Holmes, of course, with reactions on all social network platforms. Peace.